Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster. Today we have a pretty exciting video because if you guys didn't hear, Hasbro's actually doing another fan-first live stream on Tuesday, March 25th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central. And so in this video, I'm going to be predicting all of the Black Series reveals that we're going to be getting next Tuesday, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Really quick though, we are giving away this Black Series Phase 1 Clone Trooper at 17,000 subscribers, and right now we're just a little over 1,000 subscribers away, which is amazing, so thank you guys so much for the support. If you do want a chance to win, all you have to do is 1, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and 2, once we do hit 17,000 subscribers, I'll post a giveaway video, and all you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. So going into the stream, this might be one of the weirdest streams that we've ever gotten, because we only have one pipeline reveal, and we haven't really had this for like 3 or 4 years now. Ever since we started getting pipeline reveals, we've had a pretty consistent amount of them before each stream, but this is the first time we've really only ever had one before a stream, and so this is going to be really interesting going into this, and it'll also just be pretty exciting for a few different reasons. For starters, it means that we get to branch out a little bit when it comes to our predictions. We get to go a little bit more out of the box, and obviously we have a ton of different leaks and rumors out there right now, and so it means we get to go a little bit farther in depth when looking at some of that stuff, so that's pretty exciting. But there's also just this new element of surprise to the reveals, because going into a stream, if we already have all the pipeline reveals, we know exactly what's going to get revealed. Going into this stream, we really don't know much, and so I think that's really exciting, and it just gets you excited for this live stream on Tuesday. But looking at our one and only pipeline reveal, we do have SM33 from Skeletoncrew, and this is one I'm really excited about. I don't think the hype for Skeletoncrew really ever reached as high as a lot of the other Disney Plus shows, but still, I really liked Skeletoncrew. I really liked the show. I thought it was a nice little fun Star Wars spinoff. I don't think it had a huge impact on the whole story of Star Wars, but it was just kind of this like side quest that we got for a TV show, and I liked the characters in it, and I liked the figures, and SM33 is by far the coolest design from the show, and it's going to be the most figure-esque of them all, so really excited for SM33. He's going to be a deluxe figure, so a little bit more of a pricier one, but I think he's going to be worth it. Obviously going to be a completely brand new sculpt, so I definitely think there is a lot to look forward to when it comes to this figure, and I am pretty excited about it. That is all of our pipelines that we do have, but we do have a ton of leaks and rumors, and so I think the most two apparent leaks and rumors that we haven't seen yet have got to be Han Solo and Chewbacca. I know Hasbro's already stated, especially with the Cantina campaign last year, that 2025 was going to be Hasbro's return to Tatooine, and of course because of that we've already seen leaks for a brand new Han Solo and Chewbacca, which are some of my most highly anticipated figures. So both of the figures are really old and not great, and so getting updated versions are essential for the Black Series, and so I'm really excited to see what these figures look like when they're actually revealed. I do think these two have a pretty good chance of getting revealed just because Luke and Leia have already come out and released at the beginning of this year, and so I don't think Han and Chewbacca will be too far behind them, so I think these two are definite possibilities for this live stream. And speaking of Return to Tatooine, Mr. Stevie, who's actually like the lead of the Black Series, did tease a brand new Black Series Sandtrooper, which is super exciting, and because he actually teased that on his Instagram, that makes me think that this figure is not too far away either. And this is another one that I'm just really excited to see how they pull it off. The old Sandtrooper is really iconic for just how good the weathering is on it, and so it'll definitely be interesting to see if they're able to meet that expectation of weathering, because the Sandtrooper, it's sandy, and we know it needs to be sandy, and so we're really hoping that the weathering is going to turn out good on this, and that's just something we haven't seen on really any figures in the last 5 years, is like that amount of weathering. So that'll be interesting to see if they're able to pull that off or not, and I think that'll definitely decide if this is a good figure or not. Just because that 2020 Stormtrooper body is amazing. If they can pull off the weathering too, this might be one of the best figures ever made. So I've got really high expectations for this one. I do think this one is also a good possibility of getting revealed. We've also have a few Ahsoka show figures that have been leaked for quite a while. They were actually some of the first figures to get leaked when this whole brand new trend of like factory leaks coming out started. Some of these Ahsoka show figures were the first ones to do it, and they've just kind of been sitting for a while with no word on what's going on with them. One of which, of course, is being the Ezra in the Night Trooper disguise. This is one that I'm really excited for, just because one, I loved the Ahsoka show, but two, this is going to be another great army builder of that Night Trooper, which if you guys didn't know, go check out my review, but that Night Trooper is one of the best Black Series figures we got last year, and it's one of my favorites, and so I cannot wait to army build this guy, so to get another one of them in the line will be super cool. But the Peridia outfit for Ezra has also been leaked for quite some time, and I think this is another one that they want to get out sooner rather than later, just because this is one of the main characters from the Ahsoka show in this outfit, and they don't have a version of him out yet. Obviously they have like the flashback version from Rebels, but not like the actual show version. And so I think this is one that has got to come sooner rather than later. And so yeah, this one's pretty exciting, and it's another one that I would just like to get in the collection. And then the third one is the Zombie Death Trooper, another one that I am beyond excited for. Again, just for the fact that the Night Trooper is a really dang good figure, so to get some more figures like that to pose with them, I'm excited for it. And this is also one of the first figures we've ever really seen like gore in the Black Series, and I'm excited to see how well they're gonna do it. I know the Marvel Legends team has done it really well with some of their like zombie Avengers figures, so I think that a Zombie Death Trooper will be really cool, and I'm just excited to see how the Black Series team pulls it off. I'm not really sure when they're gonna reveal these three figures though. I think that, like I said, they've been rumored for a really long time, so I think sooner rather than later makes sense. But obviously the Ahsoka show came out over a year ago now, and there's really no hype around season 1 of the show anymore. And so maybe they're waiting for a season 2 announcement to reveal some of these figures, because I think that right now, like, the speculation is that Lucasfilm is going to announce season 2 of Ahsoka at Star Wars Celebration here in April. And so because of that, maybe Hasbro is going to wait until Star Wars Celebration or later to announce these figures. But again, these have been like leaked and rumored for so long now, it just makes me think that they want to get them out sooner rather than later. So at this point, it's kind of hard to tell. Of course, we've also seen factory leaks for a figure for the Stranger, or Chimera, whatever you want to call him. This one I'm a little bit iffy on, just because I think that there's still a lot of hate around the Acolyte, and so I'm not really sure if they're going to want to get this one out sooner rather than later, or if they're going to kind of want to wait for some of that like hate and controversy to die down a little bit. Obviously, it's been a few months since the show's come out, so like how long are they going to wait? But again, he is definitely the most popular character from the show, and he definitely is a highly desirable figure when it comes to that. And so I don't think people would be disappointed if they made this figure, and so at this point it's kind of hard to tell either way. And then of course, I think some of the most obvious figures that are coming are figures from Revenge of the Sith. It's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, and so we know we are getting figures like an Anakin and Obi-Wan, and we just don't know when. And again, that's one of those situations, when are they going to reveal these figures? Because I think we've seen these leaks for quite some time now, and it would make sense for them to get them out sooner rather than later, so the product is actually on shelves during the 20th anniversary here in 2025. But at this point, it's kind of hard to tell because we haven't seen much about it. I do think that there is a chance we could get an Anakin and Obi-Wan revealed at this stream, just because I think that they're really popular characters, and again, they would want to get them out sooner rather than later. But again, they are really popular characters, and everybody knows that they are highly desirable, so I'm guessing Hasbro is probably going to wait for a big event to reveal these, and not just some random Tuesday live stream. And so I do think both Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to be saved for a Star Wars Celebration reveal, which is actually about a month away in April, so we're not going to have to wait too long, but I do personally think they are going to save these for a big event just because they are really big reveals. But at the same time, I do think there is a pretty good chance these two figures could get released in the 20th anniversary like throwback packaging, and I think that those would be an exclusive to an event like Star Wars Celebration, and they would have to reveal those before Celebration so they could actually promote them and everything. And so there's always a chance that they could reveal these two figures in the exclusive packaging at this stream on Tuesday, so they're ready to go for Star Wars Celebration. At this point, I think it could go either way, but I really don't know for sure. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But I do think there are several other Revenge of the Sith figures that they could reveal beforehand just to kind of get the hype up. Like, I know there is factory leaks for both a Commander Bly and a 327th Trooper, so that would be pretty exciting. And I also know that there are leaks for a brand new Mace Windu and Chancellor Palpatine, and so I think these are also a possible reveal at this Tuesday live stream. And we've also just recently seen leaks for a brand new Jedi Temple Guard figure from the Clone Wars line, and I think this one also has a pretty good chance of getting revealed at this stream as well, just because the leaks that we did see were already painted, and normally when we see painted leaks, it means the figure is right around the corner. Typically when we see leaks, they're unpainted, and so I think that this one is a little bit closer than a lot of people expect. Really quick though, if you made it this far into the video, it means you're probably a big fan of the channel, so let me tell you about our Black Series channel membership giveaways. For the month of March, we're going to be giving away this Emperor Palpatine figure for our standard members, and this Captain Enoch and Night Trooper 2-pack for our premium members. Anybody who joins during the month of March will automatically be entered to win, so all you have to do is make sure to go down and hit that join button down below. But yeah, I think there is a lot of possibility for this Fan First Tuesday live stream, and honestly, I'm just excited to see what we're going to be getting. So obviously I'm going to be covering all the reveals here on the channel, so subscribe so you don't miss out. That is going to do it for this video though, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!